Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to make this beautiful trendy sleeve. If this is what you're interested in, keep watching, like, share and subscribe. Thank you. So to get started, we're going to start by calculating our armhole. Whatever your armhole is, just measure your armhole, round armhole measurement. And for me, I'm using 16. So we're going to divide this 16 into 4. And when we divide 16 into 4, we're going to have 4 inches. So this 4 inches, we'll just keep it aside. We're going to divide this 16 by 2, which is 8 inches. And we're going to mark 8 inches, a square of 8 inches, 8 inches height, 8 inches width. So I'll go ahead and mark 8 inches like this. And then I'll mark 8 inches this way again. I'll go ahead and use my ruler to straighten it out. So we'll have a square of 8 inches, a perfect square of 8 inches all around. So we're going to cut it out now. So I'll get my scissors and cut it out. So this is what we're going to be using now, this 8 inches. So I'm going to fold this 8 inches into 2, this paper into 2, and I'll fold into 2 again. So we're going to have 4 inches on all sides, a square of 4 inches on all sides. So for our oval shape, we want to create an oval shape. So for our oval shape, I will mark 2.25, that's 2.25 on this side, and on this other side I'm going to mark 3 inches. I'm going to use my curved ruler to curve it out. Now remember the 4 inches was kept aside. I'm going to measure this line if it's up to that 4 inches. If it is not up to 4 inches, it means that we're going to extend the line. If it is more than 4 inches, it means that we're going to reduce the curve. We're going to reduce the curve. If it's not up to, we'll reduce the curve. If it is more than, we'll also reduce the curve. I hope you understand. So mine is exactly 4 inches, so I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So this becomes my template that I'm going to use to work on our sleeve. So I'll go ahead and mark out the crease line, this crease line, the way we folded it, so that we can get the midpoint of this oval shape. So we're going to mark it out with our marker. So this is it. So this is the template I'm going to be using for the sleeve. So I got a fresh paper, and I'll just go ahead and fold this paper into 4. I'll fold it into 4. I'll fold it into 4 like this. So when I'm done, I'll just press it down so I'll be able to get the crease line. I actually just want to have the crease line, just like we did for the small one. So I'll just go ahead and use my ruler to mark it out. Mark it out like this. So now I can get my midpoint from this paper. So I'll get this my small oval shape that I marked, and I'm going to place it like so. Now I'm placing it so that every line matches with the center line. The center line of the oval shape is matching with the center line of the paper. I hope you understand. So I'll just go ahead and just mark it out. Just keep watching and you'll understand what I'm doing. I'll use my marker to trace out that oval shape on this pattern. So this is it. I've traced it out, and I'm going to label here the up and here is the down. So that's the down part of my sleeve, and here is the upper part of my sleeve. So for the upper part, I'll go ahead and mark 3 inches all around this oval shape that we have marked out. So I'll just mark 3 inches all around it like this, all around. So we're going to make like a semicircle, and I'll just use my marker to curve it out. So this is 3 inches. Now we're going to mark another 3 inches after this one. We're going to mark a second 3 inches. Now it depends on how high you want your own to be. You can do 4 inches, you can do 3 inches, so it depends on you, but I'm going to stick with doing 3 inches all around again, like so, and then I'll mark it out. I'll mark it out like this. So we're progressing, almost done. So this is it. I'll take my straight ruler now and mark this line straight down. I haven't measured yet, so I'll just mark it down straight like this. Just extend the lines, extend the lines. I'm going to extend the second one too. I'll go ahead and extend the second line as well. Just extend it. Then I'll go to the lower part of my oval shape and I'll come down by 2 inches. 2 inches, and I'll mark. I'll use my ruler to straighten it out all the way to the end of the lines I marked out. I'll straighten it like so. So after that, I'll get this my oval shape, because this is our template to work on this sleeve. So I'm going to place it to match with the center line of this, the center line of the oval shape matching with the center line of this, and I'm just curve out this part of the oval shape, and I'll stop exactly at the center of the oval line. See where I stopped? At the center of the oval line, and I'm going to repeat the same process here. I'll place it at the center like this, and then I'll mark out that oval shape and stop at the midpoint of my line. I hope you understand. And then I'll extend these lines this way and roll a straight line downwards to touch that my 2 inches mark. I'll do the same thing for this other side and extend it this way. And this is basically all for this sleeve. This is all that we have to do. I'll go ahead and get my scissors and cut out this pattern now. So let's cut. So this is the length of my sleeve. I'll cut it out this way, and I'll trim out this oval part. Then I'll go ahead and trim it all the way around it. And all the way around. All the way around. So this is what my sleeve is going to be. This is what we're using to cut out on fabric. So I'm assuming that I've cut this on fabric. I just want to see what it's going to look like when we're done. So we're going to fold it up this way and match the two sides at the center point, and then we're going to pleat this part. Now the pleating are going to go two different ways. One will go facing towards the right, so that will go facing towards the left. That's how the pleat is done on this sleeve. So we're going to go ahead and cut this out. Now when you're pleating, remember that we're supposed to have 16 inches plus 1 inch to fold to join both sides, which is going to give me 18 inches. So when we're pleating, we'll make sure that at the end of the day we're going to have the same. We're going to have one side 9 inches, because we're adding 1 inch to join. So we're going to have one side 9 inches and the other side 9 inches, which is 18 inches in total. So when we pleat it, we'll measure and see if we're going to have that same 18 inches in total. So this part is not actually necessary because this part is going to be done on fabric, but I just wanted to see what this pattern looks like, or what it will look like when we're done. So just join me and let's see if we did a correct thing. I'm going to pin them down now so that we'll just see whether our pattern is correct or not. Then I'll go ahead and pleat this part. I'll place it this way and pleat the other one the other way, so that we'll get to see what this sleeve will look like when we're done sewing, so that we'll know if we're doing the right thing or not. So I'm done pleating, and this is what it's going to look like when we're done sewing on fabric, and it's looking fine already. So just go ahead and cut this on my fabric, and then we'll go ahead to sew it up and see what it looks like. So this is it. I've cut it out on my fabric. I also cut out interfacing for it. I cut out a strong gum stay, those strongest gum stay. I cut it out all around the full pattern, and then I doubled the center part. That center part that we have there, I doubled it with the gum stay. So these gum stays will help us achieve that stiffness that this sleeve has, that stiff and hard form. So I'll go ahead, and this is my main fabric. The one I have the gum stay is my lining. So I just go ahead and sew up the down part and the sides of this. I'll sew it up and bring it and show you. So this is it. I've turned the down, which is I sewed it and I turned it towards the front, towards the right side, and I ironed it out. I also went ahead to stitch down the upper part. I stitched it down so that it will not give us issues when we are pleating the upper part. So I'll just go ahead and fold it up this way. Sorry, my camera was not showing this properly. So I'll just go ahead and fold it up and stitch my 1 inch. See, I have stitched my 1 inch at the lower part. I just went ahead and stitched the 1 inch. So this is what it will be, and then I'll go ahead and pleat, fold this side down, and then I'll continue with my pleats. So I'll notch the center and mark the side that is going left and the side that is going right, and I'll go ahead and pleat it and stitch it down. So this is just me trying to get the center point, and I'll start my pleating and stitch it all the way down. So I'm done pleating one side. See how it's coming out. I'll go ahead and pleat the second part, and I'm pleating it the other way, facing the other way around. So I'll just go ahead and pleat this other side, pleat, and I'll go and stitch it down and bring it back. So here I've stitched down the pleats. See, I've stitched down the pleats, and this is what it's looking like, looking all very fine and pretty. So I'll measure if I have my 18 inches all the way around. I'll measure it, and then these rough edges, we're going to use a bias tape to tape it all the way. And after that, I'll go ahead and fix it on my dress and we'll see what it looks like. So this is what it looks like. This is what it looks like sitting pretty on my dress. I added a fringe to my own just to make a little bit of statement. If this tutorial was helpful, give it a thumbs up, like, share, comment, and please subscribe. See you in my next video. Thank you.